This is a meeting of the Township Committee, January 1st, 2023. The notice requirements provided for in the Open Public Meetings Act have been satisfied. Notice of this meeting was properly given by transmission to the Asbury Park Press, the Independent, and the Two River Times, and by posting at the Middletown Township Municipal Building and filing with the Township Clerk all on December 21st, 2022. At this time, we will administer the oath of office. On November 8th, 2022, Rick W. Hibell was duly elected as member of the Township Committee of Middletown Township for a term of 3 years, expiring December 31st, 2025. At this time, I'd like to invite Committeeman Hibell. Please come up with your family. We'd also like to invite Monmouth County Commissioner Director Thomas A. Arnone to administer the oath of office.
Well, I also want to wish everybody a happy new year. Looking forward to a great year. It's always a pleasure for myself, my colleagues, the sheriff, here to be here in Middletown, you know, the driving force of Monmouth County. So I want to thank everyone here. I want to thank the mayor and council and all our emergency services and all the workers here in Middletown. You guys do a fine job and you make Monmouth County drive. We're a big partner with you, and I want to continue that partnership. Right? So we just begin. Good. I state your name.
Rick Hibell.
Do solemnly swear
Solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United
in
States
the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and I do swear
and I do swear
to be faithfully,
to be faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all of the duties
of Township Committeeman
of Township Committeeman
according to the
to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
To God. Oh, 3 times. Where's the one?
Yeah, she's right here.
Grab that. Come up.
Big one.
Committee member Kevin M. Settembrino on November 8th, 2020 was duly elected as member of the Township Committee of years expiring December 31st, 2025. The oath of office will be administered by Monmouth County Commissioner Director. They are known. At this time, I'd like to invite Committeeman Settembrino and his family to the front of the room.
Sorry, we started this, they're much smaller. You ready to do this again?
Do it again.
Okay. I state your name,
I, Kevin Settembrino,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the
and
same
allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority
under the authority
of the people,
of the people,
and I do swear
and I do swear
to faithfully,
to faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of
all the duties of
Township Committeeman
Township Committeeman
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Here's next.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, thank you.
Committeeman Clark,
Yes.
Committeeman Hibell,
Here.
Committeewoman Kratz,
Here.
Committeeman Perry,
Here.
Committeeman Settembrino.
Here.
Leading the Pledge of Allegiance is 2022 Middletown Veteran of the Year Award recipient Dennis Beauregard, Chairman of the Middletown Veterans Affairs Committee, U.S. Army Vietnam Combat Infantryman B Company, 3rd Battalion, 9th Infantry Division 6. At this time, I'd like to invite Dennis to please come forward. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States. It stands one nation under God, indivisible with liberty and justice for all.
This time, I'd like to ask for a moment of silence to honor troops serving worldwide, defending our constitutions, freedoms, and way of life. Thank you. At this time, we will have our invocation given by Reverend Jeffrey J. Kegley of St. Mary, Mother of God Church. Please come forward.
Set us within families
You have gathered families into communities, communities that combine to make us a strong nation. We are thankful for the people of Middletown. We are grateful for these individuals who have come forward to serve in elected positions on their behalf. Bless Rick Hibell and Kevin Settembrino as they take the oath of office. With these solemn words come a public trust that you would confirm in them commitment to do what is true, what is right, what is fair. Endow them both with wisdom and humility, along with Ryan Clark, Kimberly Crass, and Tony Perry, and the administrative staff of Middletown Township. Inspire them that they may lead us in renewing ties of mutual respect for our civil life. Grant us the vision to work for goals and purposes larger than ourselves. Give us the energy and the zeal to carry this vision forward. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, for you have set us within communities and call us to promote common good. We pray this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
The appointment of the township attorney and authorized professional services contract. The proposed award are in the name of Brian M. Nelson Esquire and Spiro Harris Nelson. I'd like to offer Resolution 23-01.
Motion to approve Resolution 23-01, appointing Brian Nelson of Spiro, Harrison, and Nelson.
Second it.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeeman Hibell.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Perry.
Yes.
Committeeman Settembrino.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt 23-01. At this time, we have the election of mayor.
Well, here we go again. I'd like to make a motion for my esteemed colleague, Tony Perry, and my true friend here. So, motion for Tony. Second.
Committeeman Clark.
They love to
Yes.
make me wait.
Committeeman Hibell.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Perry.
Yes.
Committeeman Settembrino.
Yes.
Motion carries. Okay. At this time, no, I can do it. At this time, I'd like to invite Mayor Perry's family to please come to the center of the room, as well as Captain Ed Callahan, the commanding officer of Naval Weapons Station Earl.
Okay, first of all, as Tom Arnone is very articulate, I'm not quite as articulate, but I do want to solidify our relationship with Middletown. As everybody knows, we own the pier over here of about 700, 800 acres, and we have a 2.9 pier complex in Middletown. Relationship that I've been able to develop with Mayor Perry has been second to none in the entire township committee. And I've tried to open up the installation to show them why everyone here in Monmouth County should look at Naval Weapons Station Earl as a jewel. It is the only Navy base in the state of New Jersey, and it has a strategic mission that's second to none. I know in the 2000 area, early 2090s, I believe it was under BRAC. I'll tell you, with the unique capabilities that Naval Weapons Station Earl brings to the fight, I don't think you'll ever have to worry about that. We have a lot of major projects that will continue to enhance and build upon that. But part of building upon anything is a relationship. A relationship with Middletown is very special. It has been second to none. So Mayor Perry, thank you for the honor. speech here to read, but that's okay. Let's go off the cuff. So if you repeat after me, I state your name,
I, Anthony Perry,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I do swear to faithfully,
I do swear to faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties of mayor
perform all the duties of mayor
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
You never know if that's. Now I'm gonna do a 5-minute recess, just so Hybel has to wait 5 minutes to, First of all, I want to thank the committee for your trust in me again as mayor. But today I'm very honored to once again make a motion to appoint my great friend Rick Hibell as our deputy mayor in Middletown Township. Second. Yeah.
Yes. Committeeman,
Yes.
Committeeman Hibell,
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Rick Hibell to the front of his family, and I'd also like to invite Sheriff Sean Golden to administer the oath of office.
They can be serious. We're gonna think something.
Mayor, if I may.
Absolutely, sure.
Happy New Year to all, and again, it's an honor to be here as well. As previously stated, Middletown is a really special town, particularly in their partnerships with us all. But I do want to say congratulations to Kevin and Rick on the reelection. You as well, Mayor, for yet another term and another term of leadership that is exemplary, not just here in Middletown, but around the county and the state of New Jersey. More leaders like that, and I say that because I'm swearing in Rick Hibell, former chief, and we have a lot of first responders. And it's my observation, being in public safety for over 30 years, that this is one of the best towns that support all of the first responders and military, and for that, we are so grateful for you. So, Rick, it's an honor. Thank you. And I, Rick W. Hibell.
I, Rick W.
Do
Hibell,
solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the
of the
Constitution
United States
of the United
and
States
the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey.
and that I will bear true faith
I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United
and
States
in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I do swear to faithfully,
I do swear to faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of
all the duties of
Deputy Mayor
Deputy Mayor
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best
So
of my
help me
ability.
God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, done.
At this time, I'd like to take roll call for the 2023 Township Committee. Committeeman Clark.
Here.
Committeewoman Kratz. Here. Committeeman Settembrino.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Hibell.
Here.
Mayor Perry.
Here.
Thank you. At this time, the new mayor presents the address for the upcoming year.
Well, Happy New Year, everybody. I am honored to welcome all of you to Middletown's annual reorganization meeting, now for the second time in this incredible building. And it's wonderful to see so many elected officials, so many of our first responders, our families, and people from all across our town join together here today to take part in this wonderful annual ceremony. Hi, buddy. For the fifth time, I stand before you filled with the same excitement, full of gratitude, and inspired by the patriotism and love in this room for our town and for our nation. And I cannot tell you how humbling it's been to serve the people of this amazing town. And year after year, as we approach this reorganization meeting, I ask myself the same question. How can we top the accomplishments of the past year? How can we best address the needs of our community and exceed the expectation of our residents? Well, it begins with the team behind me. Without the dedication and support of the Township Committee, we would be unable to celebrate all of the successes. And I want to congratulate my friends Rick Hibell and Kevin Settembrino on their resounding victories this past November. Middletown is incredibly fortunate to have the continued leadership of these two public servants, and I'm personally lucky to have their continued friendship and support on this governing body. Guys, congratulations. I also want to congratulate and thank Rick for his willingness to continue to serve as our deputy mayor. All of us are grateful for your unwavering dedication and leadership that you bring to this job each day, Rick. So thank you. Last year, we welcomed many of you to this new building, to this new town hall, as I laid out the priorities and agenda for 2022. And I'm very happy to report that this governing body has fulfilled the promises made exactly 365 days ago today. To support our veterans, Middletown continued to work towards constructing our Veterans Housing Project on Leonardville Road. And as we ended 2022, the township is completing the environmental cleanup on the property, and just this past meeting voted to officially turn that property over to the Middletown Housing Authority with approved plans to construct this amazing new facility. And I want to thank our Veterans Affairs Committee, and in particular, our chairman and our Middletown's Veteran of the Year, Dennis Beauregard, for your support and the committee's support. Den, thank you very much. Now, last year, I stressed the desperate need for Middletown and governments at every level to accept and address the often overlooked and underreported effect the pandemic had on our students. While this issue impacted young people all across our nation, I stated that we could not afford to wait for a national solution, that the answer could come right here from Middletown. Now, we immediately formed the Next Generation Support Program, which utilized the American Rescue Plan funding to ensure that our students receive the necessary tutoring and support that they lost while our schools were closed or virtual learning. Now, the shocking and incredibly upsetting reality was soon understood. Of the more than 250 Middletown students who signed up for this program, not 50%, not 75%, but 99%. 99% were measured to have significant learning loss as a result of the pandemic. 99%. Now, that's the next generation of business owners, of tradespeople, of athletes. That's a generation of Americans who have all been impacted. And there are millions of students now trying to catch up for time lost, and we will not sit by. While our program in 2022 topped more than $75,000 to implement this program, we are not going to stop there. I am very proud to announce today that Middletown is preparing to match, and if we must, exceed last year's allocation to ensure that every student is taken care of, to make sure that every parent feels that their child will succeed, and to create a generation of Americans ready to shape the future. Now, while on the subject of our students, I want to point to another victory for Middletown that was accomplished last year. After several years of opposition by previous boards of education, together, the township and the board were able to quickly come together in the aftermath of the tragedy in Uvalde, Texas, to place a Class 3 police officer in every Middletown public school. This unprecedented effort was completed in less than 3 months. Not bad for government work. And without the leadership and partnership of our board president, Frank Capone, and our police chief, Craig Weber, that accomplishment would not have been possible. And every day, every day since the beginning of the school year, a Middletown police officer has stood guard at every school, but more importantly, they become a part of the fabric of the district. They become part of the community. And while we pray they are never needed to act, we are grateful. We are grateful to have them in place should they be needed. Because our students need to learn, our teachers need to teach, and our parents need to have peace of mind. In a time when police activity is so heavily scrutinized from a microscopic instance, it's beneficial for our young people to have the daily interaction with the men and women of our law enforcement. And I'm so proud. Chief, thank you. Now, on the subject of public safety, Middletown has been at the forefront of curbing the auto theft wave in partnership with our police department and Chief Craig Weber, as well as Monmouth County Sheriff Sean Golden. Now, this problem has struck our town, our county, and our state. And as a result of New Jersey's failed bail reform policies, we have created this lack of law and order. We've had to increase our patrols in targeted areas and have a police officer assigned full-time to the State Police Auto Theft Task Force. Because unfortunately, our judicial system has been hamstrung by policies and policymakers that result in no consequences for illegal behavior. What message are we sending? What message? Are we a nation of laws or are we a nation of chaos? Because the time for empty talk, the time for promises or pointless legislation is over. Trenton created this disaster, and Trenton must fix it before tragedy strikes. This week, the Middletown Police Department will continue its enhanced presence in neighborhoods frequently targeted by these criminals. But the Middletown taxpayer should not be required to pay that tab. This continued reckless policymaking by Trenton must end. This week, Middletown will file a complaint, an official complaint against the state of New Jersey with the Council on Unfunded Mandates to pay for their mess, to pay for their insanity, because this governing body will not be quiet. It will not be a Middletown resident that gets injured. It will not be a family member, a child that gets hurt. It will be the responsibility of every senator, every assemblyman, and the governor himself to fix this problem, because Middletown is not going to sit quietly by. We will deliver. No person should have to live in fear because somebody needs to steal your vehicle. Somebody feels like they have the right to steal your vehicle, enter your home. We will not be quiet. Middletown has long enjoyed its placement as one of the safest towns, not just in New Jersey, but in America. And we will restore peace. We will be the leader in restoring security to our town, with or without Trenton's help. Now, on a positive note, after the successful implementation of the voter-approved open space referendum in 2021, the township has prioritized the preservation of open space and enhancements of our recreational facilities. Now, we're currently working in good faith, and I want to thank Father Jeff, who's here today on behalf of St. Mary's, working in good faith with St. Mary's Church to preserve and utilize the fields existing at Modern Day for recreational sports leagues, all the while preventing any possible development of that area. And Father Jeff, I want to thank you for your leadership and for your willingness to sit down at the table and make this a possible reality. So thank you, Father. The repair of the Conover Beacon in Leonardo is currently being finished by our Public Works team. And before the summer, this beacon will once again shine with new paint and a new light, restoring the historic importance of this navigational tool and Bayshore symbol. Ted, great job by your team. Thank you. The dog park at Tyndall, in place of the old mini golf course, will be ready for use this year. And as soon as the weather breaks for spring, the final phase of that project will quickly start, and the facility will be a destination for dog owners across this town. Our new skate park at Kunkel will quickly be assembled and ready for new life at this beautiful park. Now, I also must touch on one other great important subject, and that is in thanks to our Commissioner Director, Tom Arnone. Last year, the township ended its relationship with the Monmouth Regional Health Commission because it was not delivering for the people of this town. In fact, it was costing our town. And thanks to the leadership of Commissioner Director Arnone and the entire Commissioner Board, Middletown has an agreement in place to combine efforts for our health services that will not only increase the programming and services for our residents, but will save our tax dollars for other use. Tom, thank you so much, my friend. I also have to mention the enhancement of our incredible new recycling center at Canes Lane. One that has always been lauded as one of the best is now even better. And Ted's team has done a phenomenal job. And while that is not one of the most flashy things to talk about at a reorganization meeting, stop telling people they can't come to Canes Lane and you'll see how flashy it becomes all of a sudden. The installation of the only clone of the World Trade Center survivor tree now has its permanent home at our Memorial Gardens. And if you haven't seen it, I encourage you to take a look at this beautiful tree that was given to us by the New York Parks Department that is a demonstration of hope, tranquility, and all things beautiful in light of that tragedy. And I want to thank Gal Lavid and our entire team at Public Works for not only acquiring that tree, but bringing it and getting it to bring peace for everyone who walks through our gardens. Last year, we rightfully distinguished the location of Cedarview Cemetery in Lincroft as part of our town's rich heritage. And I want to thank the Friends of the Cedarview for bringing that location back to life and providing our residents and people from all across Monmouth County the ability to visit this beautiful cemetery full of patriotism and history that is unmatched. We also opened our community gardens at Stevenson Park last year, which has generated hundreds of pounds of food that is not made just for those planting them, but given to our food banks all across Monmouth County. Finally, and as always, I want to stress the fiscal discipline will remain a top priority of this township committee. And not only will today we continue to renew that commitment, we will take an active approach in finding new ways outside of the traditional property taxes to lessen the burden on our residents. Now that all sounds great, but nothing is possible. Nothing I say here is possible without the team that jumps at every project and initiative that comes from this governing body. Our administration is made up of incredibly dedicated individuals and professionals that I'm honored to work alongside. Tony Mercantante, first and foremost, a dedicated individual that I've not only had the honor of learning from, but as somebody who's taught me to be a better public servant. Tony, thank you. To our attorney, Brian Nelson, who about 10 minutes before made me switch something in my speech because he said, Mayor, I don't think that's right, from a legal perspective. But Brian, I want to thank you, my friend. Our clerk, Heidi Brunt. Heidi, thank you for everything that you do, your team, Karen, everyone that makes these meetings go as seamless as they do, and somebody who brings true professionalism to this position. So thank you, Heidi. Our CFO, Colleen Lapp. Oh, Colleen. Colleen knows when to sit next to me at a meeting and when not to. But Colleen, there is no doubt Middletown benefits from the best CFO in the state of New Jersey, and that is certainly Colleen Lapp. So Colleen, thank you. And Ted Maloney, our Public Works Director. Ted, I always feel like Ted is worried when he sees my name come up on his cell phone, but but Ted, for one of our most critically important departments, your leadership is always appreciated, and I'm very grateful to have your support. Thank you, Ted. Now, I need to give a special shout out to two people who they haven't said anything whether or not they like the idea of me being mayor again for the fifth time. But my assistant, Laura Mattis, and my secretary, Amy Rose Napolitano, they keep the wheels going. They keep the office running. And I wouldn't be able to do this job the right way without your support and your friendship. So thank you both. To our communications team, made up of Tara Burson and Raven Rentas, I want everyone to know, and a message to carry to every municipality. In a time when newspapers are dying and there's not a clear mechanism to get the word out there on what your government is doing, what the people need to know, when they need to know it, and to not be afraid to challenge and ensure that the best information is getting out there. We have and are continue to demonstrate how a government is to communicate with its people, and that's because of you two. So I want to thank you both very much. Now, our police department has certainly risen to the challenge, especially given the absolute failures that I mentioned earlier in my speech. And don't worry, I won't go on it again. But I am certainly honored to work alongside incredibly dedicated individuals, people who bring not only the tradition and pride that a police department should bring, but Craig Weber is hands down an unbelievable leader, a great man, and Middletown's police department is the epicenter and the model for what a police department should look like, and that's because of your leadership, Craig. So thank you, Chief. Also want to thank Deputy Chiefs Kaiser and Bailey for their continued leadership in our department. Thank you both for all that you do each and every day. To our all-volunteer fire department, our fire chiefs, all of whom I've had the great fortune of working with so closely these past 4 years. And I must first extend a sincere thank you to the department's 2022 Chief Bernie Chenoweth, who not only retired this week as a police officer in town, but today handed off his badge to John Waltz, our next 2023 fire chief. So I want to thank Bernie, and John, congratulations, my friend. To all of our emergency services personnel, before I congratulate our new chiefs, I want to recognize our outgoing chief, Floyd Goldstein. Floyd, stand up for a minute. You deserve a round of applause. Regardless of circumstance, regardless the ask, Floyd has always been there. And even when he was not the chief, he was the acting chief, deputy chief, whatever hat he was holding that day, Floyd's always been one to come right up and be ready to raise his hand and also lead from when it might not be the most comfortable position. But that's the definition of leadership, Floyd, and I want to thank you for that. Now, the last group of people I need to thank is my family, because I'm able to do this great job because of them. I'm able to do it the way I believe it should be done because of them. When I first got, I'm going off script for a second, so bear with me. But when I first got sworn in as mayor, I didn't have any kids. But now I realize exactly why I do this job. I do it to ensure that Reagan and Grant have an amazing place to call home. And while today they don't understand, or they're unsure as to why I do this, they will one day. Because I want to instill the same values that my parents instilled in me. I don't want to just provide them with the most comfortable life we can. I want them to understand what it means to be a citizen that leaves their home, their neighborhood, and their town better than they found it. And that is why I do this job. I am so fortunate to have the most forgiving wife in America, in Alana, who affords me the time and guidance and support needed to do this job. To my family, to my mom, to my dad, to my brothers and sisters, thank you. Now, as I mentioned, this is the 5th time I've had the unbelievable honor of giving this address. And each year, it has been very different. But my commitment to this position remains the same. My commitment to this community remains the same. Today is day 1 of 365, and we are already moving at full speed for 2023. Because we will and we must be the leader, not just here in Monmouth County, but statewide. So let us create a legacy. Let us create a legacy that we will be proud of. One that will keep Middletown a top place to live. A legacy worthy of passing on. I am beyond humbled and honored to once again serve as your mayor. Thank you all so very much. Okay, Heidi.
At this time, we have the deputy mayor address for the upcoming year.
I'm a little confused why everyone's laughing. This guy, he took my speech. It's right here. He just did the whole thing. I can't believe it. Looking at Tommy, it's like going after him. It's a problem too. So, Tony always has the right things to say. And first, I want to say Happy New Year to everyone here. I want to thank my family for always being here, no matter what happens. They're standing here, looking at me, smiling at me. My daughter Valerie always winks at me too. So, my mom and dad, my extended family, all here. So I thank you. We did take a little bit more in a pew, so I appreciate everyone coming. So thank you for my wife for always allowing me the time to share with this amazing community. It started a long time ago coming up here, getting these oaths of office, and I look at the fire chiefs, and I remember sitting there and, oh my God, is this mayor going to keep on going? And let's get this rolling.
Yes.
But It's been 12 years of doing this from the fire chief standpoint, and it's the last 5 years sitting here as a committeeman. It's a job that I really thoroughly enjoy. It's a sometimes complicated job, and but a very rewarding job. This past 2 years, including this year, has been very, very difficult for us to manage. Inflation's been out of control. Myself and the mayor and the rest of the committee have done everything in our power to keep costs down and try to think of ways to try to save and continue to save on our budgets. That hasn't changed for next year, so we're committed again to continue to try to save and try to keep our costs down for everyone here. Going back to the sheriff when he swore me in, very important. He was here when I was fire chief, and I appreciate that. And recognizing our fire department, our EMS, I do want to take an opportunity. I do this every year, and I just think it's so important. First, I got to recognize Bernie Chenoweth. Bernie, are you here, Bernie? I didn't see you. No, okay. He's in Florida already. So Bernie, I've known my entire life. Bernie has and his brother Michael. I served with the fire chief in 2010. But the Chenoweth family is just an amazing family. Police department, fire department, they're all around volunteer. So thank you, Bernie. Floyd, EMS, Tony couldn't have said it better. I mean, you're the guy, man. You stepped up all the time, and this committee here appreciates that more than ever. So I'd like to go over just really quickly on John Drucker always supplies me, and I always ask him the year end, give me the stats. And if John is here, he'll tell you that I'm kind of a pain in the neck for it because it's what shows what our volunteers do. The total fire calls this year, roughly about the same as last year's, just about 1,500 calls that our fire department, all volunteer fire department responded to. And that's just amazing. It's almost 4 per day that our volunteers are going to. Next was our volunteer EMS. I mean, they're just roughly under 3,000 calls. And again, that's amazing. You get in an ambulance, and I did it years ago, you can be stuck there for 8 hours. I know, and we all recognize what you guys do, and it's a great job. So thank you for that. And, combined calls are just less than 4,500 calls between fire and EMS. That's just staggering and amazing that we can do that with volunteers. And John also ran a new number for me. It's the hours of time that the volunteers have taken from their family. It's just over 75,000 hours from January 1st last year till right now. So that's just amazing. So thank you, guys and girls, for doing an amazing job that you do. I'd like to just give them a round of applause here. Well, John, you're the chief now, buddy. So you got a lot of pressure. These numbers got to be, well, we don't want them as strong, but we want you to continue doing a great job you're doing. I just want to, again, thank everyone. I want to thank all of our professionals up here. Colleen, always keeping us in check here with monies. Ted, always doing what we need to do. I hope I don't call Ted the most, but I think I might be the one that calls him the most. And my mom is a little bit to blame because she walks about 5 miles a day in this wonderful town. So she, if there's a pothole, I know about it. If there's garbage somewhere, I know about it. So
Denise, we'll get you Ted's phone number. It's no problem.
So a fun fact, I mean, and Maureen could vouch for this. Whenever there's a road that needs paving, or if there's a road that the utilities ripped up, I'm like, hey, Maureen, we got to put this on the calendar. We got to be on Ted. We got to make sure this gets done. Utilities. This year, and the roads are what people see. I mean, it's very important to us, and it's one of my pet peeves to keep our roads in great condition and keep them going. But we've been a part of paving almost 10 miles of roadway this year. I know there's a ton of them, but that's the most we have done in a long time. I expect to continue that and try to continue. I know there's Sleepy Hollow, so the folks that are out here, we just ran into weather with that, right, Ted? But that's on the block here to get done. But it's very important. So thank you, Ted. Tony's always there. He always knows everything. And He's the guy that we can tap into, and I appreciate that. Anything we need, we ask you. And Heidi's always smiling and keeping us straight here and keeping me organized. When Tony misses very few meetings, if he ever missed any, she would brief me and give me the updates like I need to get them. So thank you. Karen, always smiling. Thank you. Thank you. So Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for everything, and look forward to a great year.
Heidi, just before we move on, we have a group of distinguished elected officials that I'd like to recognize just before we move on. Obviously, our Commissioner Director, Tom Arnone, our Sheriff, Sean Golden, our State Senator, Declan O'Scanlan, soon to be, I believe, Deputy Director, right there, Nick? All right, Deputy Director of our Commissioner Board, Nick DeRocco, Commissioner Ross LaCitra, Congressman Chris Smith, someone who is all too familiar with this building, our Monmouth County Surrogate, Maureen Raish, and of course, our Commanding Officer of Naval Weapons Station Earl and Captain Callahan. So thank you all for being here, all of you. Okay, Heidi.
This time, we have the Resolution 23-02, a resolution for the appointment of fire department officers.
A motion to approve, 23-02.
Second.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Settembrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hibell.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to pass Resolution 23-02. This time, I'd like to invite John Waltz Jr., Fire Chief. Please come to the front of the room with your family.
John, you're a lucky guy, buddy. Look at those family. That boy thing, I love it.
I, John Walsh Jr., solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, that I will bear true faith, allegiance to the same, and to the government established in the United States and in this state, under the authority of the people. And I do swear faithfully, partially, and justly perform all of the duties of Fire Chief according to the best of my ability. So help you God. Congratulations.
Junior, please come forward with your family.
Don't worry, it's my kid. I, William Kane Jr., do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people. And I do swear to faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all of the duties of Deputy Fire Chief according to the best of my ability. So help you God. Congratulations.
This time, First Assistant Chief Anthony Olsonetti, please come forward with your family.
Anthony Fulcinetti,
I, Anthony Polsnetti,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
to support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
the government established in the United States
and in this state
and this state,
under the authority of the people.
and the authority.
And I do swear
I do swear
to faithfully,
to faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly fulfill
all of the duties
all of the duties
of First Assistant Fire
of First Assistant Fire Chief
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help you God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Come forward. Your family.
Daniel P. Kelly,
I, Daniel P. Kelly,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
And I do swear
I do swear
to faithfully,
faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of the duties
all of the duties
of Second Assistant Fire Chief
of Second Assistant Fire Chief
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help you God.
So help me.
Congratulations.
At this time, I'd like to invite Third Assistant Chief Kevin Morrissey to please come forward.
Before, just very quickly, before I swear in my friend Kevin Morrissey here, this man deserves a round of applause. Just got back yesterday from Buffalo with New Jersey NJ Task Force 1 helping. Kevin Morrissey,
I, Kevin Morrison,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
and that I will bear true faith
I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
to the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
And I do swear
And I do swear
to faithfully,
faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and
perform
justly perform
all of the duties
all the duties
of Third Assistant Fire
of
Chief
Third Assistant Fire Chief
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help you God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Picture first. You were the last guy to go.
At this time, we have Resolution 23-03, the appointment of Township of Middletown Emergency Medical Services Officers. At this time, I'd like to offer a motion.
Motion to approve 23-03. Second.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz. Yes. Committeeman Settembrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hibell.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to approve 23-03. At this time, I'd like to invite EMS Chief Peter Procopio. Please come forward with your family.
Peter.
Peter Procopio,
I, Peter Procopio,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in the state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
And I do swear
And I do swear
to faithfully,
to faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of the duties
all the duties
of EMS Chief
of the EMS Chief
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help you God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Here goes, son.
At this time, I'd like to invite EMS Deputy Chief Brian McKittrick to please come forward.
You have to have this memorized by now, right? I, Brian McKittrick,
I, Brian,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and the state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority.
And I do swear
And I do swear
to faithfully,
faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of the duties of EMS Deputy Chief
of EMS Deputy Chief
according to the best of my ability. So help you God. Congratulations.
Assistant EMS Chief Marco Fernandez was not available to be here for his oath today. At this time, we're going to have a 5-minute recess.
All right, Heidi.
Going to continue on with the agenda. Before we do a consent agenda, we have introduction of ordinance 2023-3363, an ordinance amending chapter 240-15 of the Code of the Township of Middletown governing rates for additional solid waste and recycling carts.
Motion to introduce.
Second.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Settembrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hibell.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to pass this ordinance on first reading with a public hearing to be held January 17th, 2023. Our next ordinance for introduction, 2023-3364, an ordinance adopting the 100 Schultz Drive redevelopment plan within the Exit 109 redevelopment plan area consisting of Block 1086, Lot 30.
Motion to introduce.
Second.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Settembrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hibell.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt this, pass this ordinance on first reading with a public hearing to be held January 17th, 2023. Our final ordinance for introduction, 2023-3365, an ordinance amending Chapter 7-32 of the Code of the Township of Middletown governing the Township Attorney's position.
Motion to introduce.
Second.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Settembrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hibell.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to pass this ordinance on first reading with a public hearing to be held January 17th, 2023. At this time, I'd like to ask the Township Committee to adopt a consent agenda, which would include resolutions 23-04, through 23-47, removing 23-09, 23-13, and 23-14 for a separate vote.
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Settembrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hibell.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt consent agenda. At this time, we have Resolution 23-09, a resolution authorizing appointment of architect of record.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Committeeman Clark.
Recuse.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Settembrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hibell.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt Resolution 23-09 with recusal noted. At this time, we have Resolution 23-13, a resolution for the appointment of Township Special Conflicts Counsel.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Settembrino.
Recuse.
Deputy Mayor Hibell.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to pass Resolution 23-13 with recusal noted. At this time, we have 23-14, a resolution for the appointment of Township Consulting Engineers.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Committeeman Clark.
Recuse.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Settembrino.
Recuse.
Deputy Mayor Hibell.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to pass Resolution 23-14 with recusal noted. This time, we have the oath of office for volunteer appointments.
If you are a volunteer for Middletown in any capacity, if you'll please rise. Right. Raise your right hands and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that you shall bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people. And I do swear to faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all of the duties of your office according to the best of your ability. So help you God. Congratulations and thank you, everybody.
At this time, we have Township Committee comments.
Committeeman Clark.
First, Happy New Year, everybody. Looking forward to another successful year under the leadership of Mayor Perry. Township Committee, couldn't be more excited for Deputy, I've called him that before in a past life. Deputy Mayor Hibell and Kevin elected and reappointed into the committee. Thanks to all our elected officials that came out today to support Middletown and all the efforts that we've been putting forth to set an example, not just for the county, but for the state. All our volunteers that are here that just got sworn in, thank you. Our town can't run without you guys. The EMS and the fire department that was here. Deputy Mayor pointed out all the statistics. I don't need to reiterate them, but it's something special that we have. And it's really, really neat to be a part of that. To our police department, Chief Weber's still here. Thank you for everything you guys do year in and year out to keep us safe and continue to get smarter about how to be safe, because the criminals are trying to be smarter than us all the time. And you guys always seem to be one step ahead. So thank you. Other than that, I look forward to a great new year, and thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Committeeman Clark. Committeeman Settembrino.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I think you have to call me before Committeeman Clark again. He's done such a great job of thanking everyone for their time. Wish everyone a happy new year. So what I do want to do, Mayor and Deputy Mayor, thank you again for taking on the responsibility to lead this township. You've done a great job to date, and I know you'll continue to do one for us. So I'm humbled to be part of the team here. Secondly, I want to thank everyone for another 3 years here on the Township Committee. It's a great opportunity, and I'm humbled to be a part of it. And that's it, Mayor. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Settembrino. Committeewoman Kratz.
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to begin by offering my congratulations to both Deputy Mayor Hibell and Committeeman Settembrino on your tremendous victory in November. Congratulations also to our mayor and deputy mayor for taking on the responsibility of both of those positions again this year. Proud to support you always. We are better for having you both as leaders in those roles. Thank you also to the rest of my colleagues for your dedication and your kindness and your friendship. The five of us really do work quite well together, and I'm looking forward to serving with each of you. The support staff in the mayor's office is bar none, and so I'm thankful to each one of you to make us all look incredibly good all the time. So reorganization is just a wonderful opportunity to celebrate the many individuals who dedicate their time in serving Middletown. To all of our first responders and to those who have accepted appointments to various committees, we thank you. This is an exciting time, a time filled with new beginnings, and with every person that says yes, we are ensuring that we will continue to make Middletown one of the best and safest towns to live in. I look forward to working together for all of the good things to come, and I wish each of you a happy, healthy, and prosperous 2023. Thank you.
Thank you, Committeewoman Bratz. Deputy Mayor.
I think I had enough comments, but in my comments before, I forgot to thank the chief and the deputy chief. I think he left, but Chief, I always do call you and you always get it done for me. Thank you. I appreciate everything that your department does. And the mayor's office, I don't know how I can forget, I guess, because you guys just make it so easy for me. But thank you for chasing us, keeping us corralled and telling us where we need to be and how we need to be. And so thank you for that. I appreciate that. And Maureen, thanks for coming. I appreciate the support. Thank you. Thank you. And Peter, I do see you back there. Thank you. And our mayor, Port Monmouth over there, Kathy, and her husband, Charlie. So thank you for coming today. That's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. I will hold my comments. Yeah, believe it or not, no. At this time, I'll open it up for public comment. Any member of the public wishing to make a public comment can step forward to the microphone. Joe, you don't have to go too fast because I think I'm going to close it out. Seeing no member of the public stepping forward, move to close the public portion and adjourn.
Second.
Yes.
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 Yes. Happy New Year, everybody.